Hi everyone and welcome back. I have some option here. I need to cover them in this video. I'm talking about the interface. So let's get started. Alright, let's delete this cube because I need to add a new one. Just left click on it and hit delete to delete it. I'm gonna hit Shift A to open the add menu. Hit Shift A and from the mesh section I'm gonna add cube. When you add a cube, here we have a closed menu. You need to open it because here we have some option. Anything you add here inside the viewport, it has its own option. You'll find it right here. Here, for example, the cube had the size. Now it's about 2 meters. You can make it big or small. And here we have generated UVs. We'll learn about UV later. And some option right here. Location and the rotation, you can specify where you want to put it or rotate it, and where you want to align it. Alright, so just keep that in your mind. Okay, so let's delete the cube. I want to add a cylinder here. Let's add a cylinder and open this menu to see what we have here. In the menu we have the vertices, the side vertices. If you increase this number, you will increase the resolution of the cylinder. I'm gonna add 5. As you see now, we have 5 side here. So if you increase this number, you will increase the number of sides here for the cylinder. Here we have the radius if you want to make it big or small. Here we have the depth or the height. And here we have some option. Let's move the mouse just a little bit from screencast. Let's offset this right here temporarily. Here we have some option. Cap fill type. If you want to choose nothing, you will delete the cap here. If you want to choose triangle, you will let's activate the wireframe. I just need to show you what that means. Let's go to the object properties and viewport display and activate the wireframe temporarily. As you see here, we have this option is called triangle fan. If you choose this option, it will give you a triangle cap, and if you switch this to nothing, sorry, ingon, it will give you ingon cap without any segment. And we have another option like location, rotation, and align, where you want to align it, and some stuff like this. If you want to understand what that means for align, for example, if I go to the front view, you can hit number 1 from the numpad. So now I am in the front view. I'm going to delete this cylinder just to explain something here. So hit Shift A to add and go to the mesh and choose cylinder. So now I have the same cylinder. As you see here, the alignment is aligned to the world. If I align this to the view, the cylinder will be rotated towards me. Alright, so this is the align. What's align mean? Or align to the 3D cursor. If you want to align to the 3D cursor, you can align it to the 3D cursor. I'm just gonna give you a quick example what that means. For example, as you see, this face is tilted. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the 3D cursor option right here and go to the tool section here, because I just need to change some stuff. Don't worry about what I'm doing right now. I just want to explain the align to the 3D cursor. So I'm going to choose orientation on geometry. That means the 3D cursor now, it will snap to the faces of the geometry. So if I hit left click right here, as you see now, the 3D cursor align with the face. I think you notice that. Alright, now I'm gonna delete, sorry, let's align this again and let's go back here. So select the cylinder and delete it. And as you see now, the 3D cursor is still tilted. So I'm going to hit Shift A and add another cylinder, and I'm going to hit align to the 3D cursor. As you see now, the cylinder is tilted like the 3D cursor, as you see here. So this is the idea. So for me, I always keep it on the world. Sometimes I use it for view. I never use the 3D cursor for alignment. So I'm going to choose world. And let's activate the cursor tool and switch this to none. And let's go back to the selection box. If you go to this tool and use it, let's choose, for example, cylinder, and let's create a cylinder right here. When you create the cylinder, here we have some option here about orientation and about the snap to and geometry and vertices, how many vertices, but you need to control these before you add the cylinder. I'm gonna delete this one, and I'm gonna choose, or for example, I'm gonna switch the vertices to maybe 4 vertices, and leave this to nothing, and that's it. Let's create a cylinder here. Alright, as you see now, when I change the information here, I got a result similar to the information that I added right here. So just keep that in your mind. Before you create anything, you can specify some information right here and create what you want. Alright, let's go to the select box. By the way, if you want to switch between this option here in the toolbar, you can hit shift with the space to open this menu. This menu is similar to the toolbar that we have here. So if I am still here on this icon, I can hit shift space and move my mouse back to the select box. So the shortcut for this menu is shift space. Alright, so let's hit N to get rid of this right menu bar here. Alright, now let's take a quick tour regarding these options that we have right here. So the first option here we have, it's for the transform orientation. We have global, local, normal, gimbal, and view, and cursor. We're gonna talk about these when I need them through the course or in the future lectures. Here we have the transform pivot point. From here you can choose what pivot points you want to active. For example, boundary, you can use the 3D cursor as pivot point, individual origin, medium point, active element, and we will talk about all of these later. Here we have the snap. If you want to snap object to another object in a specific place, you can use these snaps right here. And here we have the proportional editing tool. Is a very nice tool. I'm just gonna give you a quick example of this tool right here. Let's delete everything, grab them, hit delete, and hit shift S and choose this option to bring the 3D cursor in the center. Or if you want, you can hit shift C to bring the 3D cursor in the center. Anyway, hit shift A and let's add plane here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit tab to jump to the edit mode. I will explain all of that. I want to give you an example. Hit right click and subdivide, and hit shift R a couple times to subdivide this more and more and make it like this. Alright, now I'm going to choose one face here and activate proportional editing. Now let's activate the move tool and move this up. As you see now, the proportional editing is not it's helped me to move the other faces according to the shape that I have here. Alright, so I'm gonna give you example. Let's go to the front view. If I move this up, as you see here, the shape that I have here is similar to this option. I'm going to hit Control Z and I will switch this to the sphere option, and I will move this up again. As you see now, we have a shape similar to what we choose here. Control Z, let's pick the roots and move this up. I got something similar to it. The same thing, this one right here. So this is the proportional. I think it's a very nice tool, and we will use it a lot throughout the course. Don't worry about what I did here. We will learn all of that later on. I'm going to delete this, and the shortcut for the proportional editing is O. You can hit O to turn on and off this tool. From here you can turn on and off whatever type of object or anything here we have in the viewport. For example, let's add a cube, and let's put the 3D cursor right here. Hold Shift and right click to move it right here, or you can activate the tool and put the 3D cursor in any place. So holding Shift and hit right click help you to change the position of the 3D cursor. I'm going to add another, let's add a curve here, circle, and let's put the 3D cursor right here, and let's add, for example, let's add a camera. So now I have a cube from the mesh section. I have this circle from the curve section. I have the camera from the camera section. Now if I go here, if I turn off the eye of the mesh, I will hide all the mesh or everything from the mesh menu. You can hide or unhide. And if you have one camera or more than one camera, you can turn them off or on here, or you can hide them or unhide them. So where's the camera? Right here, and this is for curve. So this is the benefit of this menu. Here we have the gizmo information. From here we have some option. We will talk about these later. And here you can turn off the flower, you can turn off the axis if you like, you can turn off the 3D cursor, annotation, and some stuff right here. Here we have the X-ray mode if you want to activate the X-ray mode to see through the object. And here we have the wireframe mode and viewport shading and material preview. And here we have the render mode. Alright, so now let's switch to the solid mode, this option right here. Alright, so that's all what I want to cover in this video, and see you in the next one.